on English with Teacher Farah.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. How are you? So for today's lesson, we are going to learn about Unit 1, Welcome. Before we go more further, let's see what is the objectives for today's lesson. Firstly, pupils will be able to count from 1 to 100 correctly. Second, pupils will be able to use hasn't got and haven't got correctly. Before we start, I'm going to show you a video about numbers. Let's go.
The Singing Walrus.
Counting by tens. 1, 2, 3, 4.
10 to 100.
Count by tens. Count by tens.
Can you show me how?
Yes. Count with me. Count with me.
Everybody sing.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's how you count by tens.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's how you count by tens.
10,
10,
20,
20,
30,
30,
40,
40,
50,
50,
60,
60,
70,
70,
80,
80,
90,
90,
100.
100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's how you count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's how you count by tens.
So now, let's learn some vocabulary on numbers. Before that, let's count together from number 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's very good. So now, let's continue with other numbers. Please listen and repeat after me. 11, 11, 11 in Malay is 11. 12. 12. 12 in Malay is 12. 13. 13 in Malay 13 is 13. 14. 14 in Malay 14 is 14. 15. 15 in Malay 15 is 15. 16. 16 in Malay 16 is 16. 17. 17 in Malay 17 is 17. 18. 18 18 in Malay is 18. 19. 19 in Malay 19 is 19. 20. 20 in Malay 20 is 20. 30. 30 in Malay 30 is 30. 40. 40 40 is 40. 50. 50 50 is 50. 60. 60 60 is 60. 70. 70 70 is 70. 80. 80 80 is 80. 90. 90 in Malay 90 is 90. Lastly, we have 100. 100, or you can say 100. 100 in Malay 100 is 100. Now please look at your textbook page 6. Let's listen to a story and read it together.
Activity 1. Listen and read.
91, 92, 93, 94, 95.
Hi, Anna.
Oh, hi, Greg.
What are these?
They're my shells.
How many have you got?
Let's see. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. I have got 100 shells.
Hey, look! I have got a shell for you.
You haven't got a shell. That isn't a shell.
Ouch!
Now let's learn about haven't got and hasn't got. Haven't got and hasn't got are short form. In Malay, kata singkatan. Haven't got is a short form for have not got. You can choose to write or say using have not got or haven't got. While for hasn't got is a short form for has not got. You can choose to write or say using has not got or hasn't got. In Malay, these two short forms, haven't got and hasn't got, simply means tiada or tidak mempunyai. These short forms are used in the same way, but in English, although it has same meaning, they are used in different ways. Now, let's learn on how to use haven't got and hasn't got correctly. Firstly, you have to begin your sentence with a subject and the phrase haven't got or hasn't got, followed by adjective or quantity, then the noun. The most important here is the subject. Means that we need to look at the subject first. Now, let's look at the three groups of subject that I use. So, the first group of subject is singular subject. Singular subject refer to only one person. First singular subject that we have is he. He is a refer to a boy. For example, Greg or the boy. Next is she. She refers to a girl. For example, Anna or the girl. Third one, we have it. It refers to an animal or thing. For example, the tiger or the bag. For singular subject, we have to use hasn't got. Now, let's see all the example for singular subjects. He hasn't got blue eyes. She hasn't got blue eyes. It hasn't got blue eyes. Next, let's see the second group of subject, which is plural subjects. Plural subject refer to more than one person. Let's see what are all the plural subject that we have. Firstly, we. We refers to one or more people. Second, we have they. They refers to two or more people. For plural subjects, we, they, we use haven't got. So now, let's see what are the examples for we and they. We haven't got curly hair. They haven't got curly hair. So now we're moving on to the next subject, which is special subjects. In special subject, we have I and you. Even though it refers to only one person or singular subject, we can't use hasn't got. Instead, we use haven't got. For example, I haven't got a shell. You haven't got a shell. Now, we're moving on to the next activity, which is exercise. In this exercise, you have to fill in the blanks with haven't got or hasn't got. You can pause this video to copy down the questions. Have you done your exercise? Okay, let's discuss the answers. So, for questions number 1, what do you think will be the answer? Yes, the answer is hasn't got. Why? Because the subject, which is she, is a singular subject. So now what the answer for questions number 2? Yes, the answer is haven't got. Why? Because we is a plural subject. So for number 3, what do you think the answer is? Yes, the answer is I haven't got. Because I is a special subject. So number 4, what is the answer? Yes, the answer is you haven't got an eraser. Why? Because you is the same as the questions number 3. It is a special subject. So for questions number 5, the answer is, yes, the answer is hasn't got, because it is a singular subject. So for question number 6, what is the answer? Yes, the answer is the lorry hasn't got 2 doors. Why? Because the subject, which is the lorry, is a singular subject. So number 7, what is the answer? Jeff? Yes, Jeff hasn't got straight hair. Why? Because Jeff is a singular subject. Lastly, question number 8. Kami, Amy, and Mimi, yes, haven't got 2 ice creams. Because Kami, Amy, and Mimi is a plural subject. Well done! You have did a great job! Till we meet again on the next video. Goodbye!